Accessories are a great way of perking up an outfit. They help you express your personality. I always dress in very plain clothes, but I carry accessories that become a talking point, and they become great conversation starters. They actually make the entire look come together. I remember even as a child, I was very drawn to colors. I loved drawing. So I had this interest for learning by drawing from a very young age. That led me to doing fine arts during my graduation. When I finished my graduation, I felt that I needed to make products that would art for everyone, products that people could use in their daily lives, and something that would be in a gallery didn't really excite me as much as something that I would use on a daily basis, and that led me to going to NID. It was here that I was really exposed to textiles, traditional Indian textiles, in a very close manner. Slowly I realized that crafts was something that I was very drawn to. There's something very special about handmade products. It's said that when you make something with your own hands, you're actually imbibing it with a little bit of your own spirit. As human beings, that is something that you pass on to that inanimate object. One such project was about creating textile accessories for a young audience using traditional Indian textiles. And it was like my dream project, because it was using all my favorite fabrics and creating products that we could use in daily lives, and it was for young people. So I spent a lot of time doing research for it and creating these products, and then about a year into the project, the people who had commissioned the project pulled out, and I was very heartbroken, because this was something I was really enjoying working on. And that's when I sort of decided that I saw that there was a gap in the market for products like this, and I decided to take it forward myself, and that's how Pure Ghee was born. Around this time, when I was looking for a studio space, we got an opportunity to build our own studio in Ayanagar. It was quite a big decision to take at that point of time, and also a very unconventional one, but we jumped into it. Textiles, because textiles always have a story to tell. I wanted to celebrate different kinds of textiles that India had to offer. What signifies a Pure Ghee bag is the quality and the functionality. The bag looks really beautiful from the outside, but it's the inner details that make people come back over and over again. So when the women first come in to work at Pure Ghee, they are very tentative. So first they are trained in various different techniques of handwork that we practice here. But what I've realized is that over a period of time, this is something that women, when women get together, they do. They actually form a community on their own. So they support each other, they love to, chat, gossip, share things. So the charms were very incidental. In the beginning, we just made it because we had a woman who was good at handwork and we were trying to give her some work. And slowly we started developing, it started taking a life of its own. But apart from that, what I try and do is include other crafts from across the country whenever I can. For instance, you'll always find this handmade wooden bead, a parrot, which is actually handcrafted and hand painted in Banaras. In an earlier collection, I had used these betel nut beads from Orissa, which are like good luck charms. So it's a great way of introducing another element, another craft into our product, and it has actually come to become a signature of the Pure Ghee bag. Being an entrepreneur has been my steepest learning curve. It's constantly about engaging with your team, bringing out the best not only in yourself but the entire team. And that has really made me stretch myself, I think, made me stretch my limits. When you're a designer, you're not entitled to explain yourself, or you're not even really looking at selling what you're making. But as an entrepreneur, I think you have a much greater responsibility. Every single Pure Ghee bag is actually a coming together of my experiences as a designer, and I would say even as a person.